Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's give it a little second. Let's give it a little second. Come on, come on. What's up, everybody? This is this is my first live, and I think it's dope. And finally did it. Let's go. So I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna just rock. I'm not looking at nothing. I'm gonna just rock. Um, I am Lenny Reed. And this is the Lenny Reed Pod. So I call it LR Pod Live, my YouTube channel. So basically, I want to talk about UFOs. So this is my first one. I hope the sound is good. I hope everything is good. And I'm gonna just rock. I'm gonna rock for a little while. Get the cobwebs off. You know what I'm saying? So hope y'all stick with me, and I'm gonna go through this show. All right. Oh man, we are live. So what I'm gonna try to do, I'm going to try to go live every week, and this is the extension of my show, which is the Lenny Reed Live. So, the Lenny Pod. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna rock out. I ain't looking at the numbers. Listen. I was expecting one person or zero to be, watching this show. So, like I said, this is just a test. I just wanted to put it out. I just wanted to get that feeling. But the question today is UFOs real? That is the question. Now, I've been fighting with this for a very long time on, everything about UFOs. But hold up, let me break this down to you. Uh, I will be going live. Okay. I never went live on Instagram. I never went live on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. This is the first time I've ever been live. So I just hope the sound is right and I hope everything is good. And I'm cool with, low numbers. I got to get my weight up to get the numbers, right? I got to get my weight up. But anyway, I got my little sound effects board over here. So what is this? Okay, you know what that is. That's booing. Somebody talking. Let me turn that down a little bit. Just in case, somebody is on and they basically, I don't know. They saying something that's not really. But if they on and they saying something beautiful and something nice and something elegant, bravo. Okay. Okay. The one that I always use that I like to end the show with. I love explosions. That's a beautiful thing, right? And then I don't want to get a copyright hit, but y'all know what that is. Okay, that's it. That's it. So I got a few more, but let's get to the show, okay? Okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna go live every weekend. Probably it could be Friday night, it can be Saturday, it can be Sunday. So if you could please hit that bell notification so you can get notified. I'm not going to be in no kind of order or nothing like that. I'm gonna just go live, just straight up with it. Um, well, the first show, which is this, the first show, I always had a infatuation with UFOs, but you know, I go back to I say, you know, what was that encyclopedia? I don't know if anybody had an encyclopedia before, but my parents they had from A to Z. They had the big encyclopedia. Book was about this thick. You know what I'm saying? It was this thick, and I used to just read every book. I used to read every book, and that's how I came upon UFOs. And you know, watching Unsolved Mysteries, that was another one. Sightings, I know y'all remember Sightings, that was another one. But that's how I came into the effect of this whole UFO lore, right? So, when did it all start? For other people, I know when it started for me. Man, I hope this audio is good. I hope the audio is good. It started for me as just a curiosity. And you know, back in those days, whatever the picture was that was inside of the encyclopedia, it wasn't the best look. It just looked like somebody threw a some kind of plate into the sky, and that's what they caught. It was real shady. It was real fake, but it gave me the idea to start, looking into stuff like this. But far as for everybody else, where did the love for UFOs start, or the fear, depending on what situation you're talking? Fear, love, whatever it is. So I'm guessing the history started from what people say. The history started from UFOs, and I guess the first nuclear test was July 1945, and um, that set something off to the top people that runs this world. And we don't know who those people are, or if you want to go down the whole galactic federation, it's like, oh my God, they finally built something that can destroy the planet, right? So that's probably what happened. And then June 1947, you had a guy by the name of Kenneth Arnold, and he claimed to see a string of 9 UFOs flying past what is this? Mount Rainier, right? And Arnold claimed they was going at the speed of 1,200 miles an hour. Now, how would he be able to calculate 1,200 miles an hour? I don't know. So if you notice something, if the test was 1945, and before that, there was no talk of UFOs. UFOs wasn't even mentioned. It wasn't even a foresight before 1945. So does it has anything to do with the test, the nuclear test? We don't know. So Kenneth seen it in 1947, and a month later, 1 month later, we had Roswell, July 1947. The crash in Roswell was, and we all seen the episodes of Unsolved Mysteries and all of that. Unsolved Mysteries was, I guess I would say that was like my favorite show. Unsolved Mysteries was dope. Homeboy would just sit there and be like, today. And he always was just the stiffest dude, right? He was always the stiffest dude, and he was just standing in the alley in the dark. And for a minute, he was just doing it, and nobody really, cared. Nobody really, no movement at all with him. And it was crazy. I still watch it to this day. Even though everybody on that program is dead already, I still watch it. So it's crazy how this crash with Roswell, it was in the newspaper as an unidentified flying object, right? Then it was pulled back, and then it was somehow turned into a weather balloon. But the wrench that it fell on, the guy had pieces of it. He had pieces of his craft there, and they came and took everything. So Roswell is sort of up in the air with the whole UFO lore for me. But to other people, it's the holy grail of the whole start. It's the holy grail of everything. So now another thing you have to think about is Area 51. Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar is a very interesting dude. I'm not going to lie to you. He passed a lie detector test. Shit, he been on Joe Rogan talking shit, right? He did a lot of things. So what I don't understand is a lot of people say he didn't work at Los Alamos, which some people claim he did. So I don't know. Bob Lazar is sort of like a weird one. It's a weird situation. I would love to talk to Bob Lazar, but I know he's probably not on that level no more. So you got to understand something. After Roswell, that's when UFOs went crazy. Everybody started seeing them. Oh, I seen it was hovering over my house, and it dropped the cattle, and it sucked all the blood out the cattle after it dropped it. But one story you have to really check out, I think it's Barney and Betty. The Barney and Betty story was dope. I think the great granddaughter was on the Joe Rogan podcast, but she didn't get into the story. She didn't tell him. But the crazy thing about the Barney and Betty story, first of all, it was an interracial couple. So that probably was a little bit strained right there. But apparently he was going down this road, and you can look the story up. He was going down this road, and they seen this object in the road. And as they got closer, it was lights. See, that's another thing I'll talk about in a minute. But that's my thing about lights. I don't know. I don't know about the whole light situation. So he seen lights, and after the lights, I think he got a little bit closer, and then the lights start to rise up off the sky. And once they rised up off the sky, he put the car in reverse, said, hell no, start driving backwards to get the hell out of there. And I think at that point, the lights started following. I could be messing this whole story up, but you can check it out. The lights is following him. And then all of a sudden, I think he got out the car. Something was real hot. I don't remember the story, but he got out the car. And after that, they was back in the car. And a whole lot of time didn't pass, right? A whole lot of time didn't pass. But prior to that, they don't remember nothing in that time slot. They don't remember a damn thing in that time slot. So I think they knew something was weird. So they, went under hypnosis. And that's when the whole shit hit the fan. That's when the whole story hit the fan. Now they had stories about being probed and meeting different, leaders of this UFO community or whatever. I don't know, inside this UFO. But the intriguing part of this story that I cling to today is she asked one of the beings, where are y'all from? And the being, I guess, pointed to some graph or something on a wall or whatever. And she was able to remember and write down this star system, draw this star system down. So she drew the star system. But the crazy part is this particular star system was not discovered yet by scientists. But when they did discover it, a couple years later, 10 years later or something, 5 years later, it was the same exact star system, man. So that is the one thing, that's the one element of this story that makes it dope to me. It makes it, I don't know, it makes it hard because when I say hard, I mean dope. All right. Dope, hard, that's all the same shit to me. So it makes it hard that through the whole brush of bullshit, which I think it was, that little piece right there, I cling on to. That little piece right there. And if I'm not mistaken, it is Alpha Centauri. If I'm not mistaken, I will have to go back and look. It is Alpha Centauri. But now, when we get to the whole thing of UFOs, right? What are they? Are we seeing craft that's made by us, humans? When I say that, think of something like, I don't know, Iron Man. Just say if somewhere around the world you have different labs that has unlimited resources. See, people don't understand something with unlimited resources. Me, a regular guy, right? You give me unlimited resources, I can build anything. I'll figure it out. All I need is money, and I will figure it out. I will Google, I'll be on YouTube, I'll figure something out. You give me unlimited resources. So what you do is you take, I don't know, a scientist that's already a professional in that field, right? I want this craft to have no wings, no propellant system. I want it to be wingless. You got a blank check, hire whoever you want. I want it done. It will get done. Simple as that. Money talks. So could these UFOs be some form of, I don't know, person or group that has unlimited resources, that's experimenting with different forms of, I don't know, matter, antimatter? Or was that downed ship or UFO from Roswell, if that was true, right? If that was true from Roswell, with that ship be the start of everything that we have now? This laptop, this microphone, this camera, the iPhone. Could it be a piece of that? Could it be something like that that came from reverse engineering? And now, after, what is it, 47, and it's now 2023, all those years, and you got, what's the result of vehicles just flying around with no drag? They can bust a left or right instantly. And if any jelly like me, if any jelly individual is inside of that, just your whole body would be just crushed, right? By that turn. So are they man-made vehicles? That's what, if we don't go from the top and to the bottom, we're going to start with man-made. We're going to start with the most logical thing, because I think I was watching, I forgot what it was, but it was something. And it said that the military is 20 years ahead of civilians when it comes to technology, or the technology we think we know. They are 20 years ahead. Some people say 100 years ahead. So could it be, I don't know, could UFOs be some form of government top secret program? Is that possible? Government top secret program. I don't know. But one thing I do know, you have to at least start there. And just say if China or Israel, Russia, or America have these top programs, and then just regular military out there doing exercises, and they come across something, that's a good way to test their craft upon the jets of the top military in the world. So that's just something to think about. But now we can step down the steps a little bit. We can step down into the creepy crawlers. All right, we can step down into when you go down a basement and everything dark, and you go for the light switch, the light don't work. Do you continue to walk down that basement? Okay, I just went off on a tangent, my bad. All right, listen, this is what we're doing here. Are the so-called grays, I wish I had a picture. I could show you my phone, but that is whack. That is corny. I don't even know where my phone at. Oh, it's right here. So listen, could the grays, you know the grays. Yo, this is so dope. I'm on live. This is dope, man. This is dope. First time, just getting first show. I put it out there, but I didn't even put it out there heavy. I just want to sneak in here and do what I do. Maybe to rebroadcast and get some traction. I don't know. I don't care, but I'm going to keep going. Every day, every week, I'm going to come harder. But let me continue. The grays with the big eyes and the grayish skin. Is it two possibilities that these grays can be? Can they be life forms from another part of the universe or outside of our solar system? And they just able to travel here? Could they be some form of artificial intelligence? Because think about it. The way we are going, we probably have some sort of artificial intelligence. I don't know. Flying through space, we probably got some now, right? So, but these things is more like Android. Could they be more like Android type beings, synthetic life forms that go through the universe, I guess track some kind of data, scan planets, go down, check everything out. So what people are seeing is something that's not of this realm. And we can flip that to, interdimensional. Now I know that's a weird lane to go down, but we talking about, could these grays be from the future? Can they be the future humans? Now, I got to figure out this program, so y'all don't have to give me a minute, probably a couple shows, but I swear, in a couple shows, I will be amazing with this program. Videos, bringing in pictures as I'm talking, explaining everything, and getting this microphone adjusted. Excuse me once again. So, what do we? So another thing is this: if you look at the average grade alien, the one that I don't know who was where that came from, where that look come from, that small, big head, big eyes, slit mouth, frail body, but they able to talk to you telepathically. So let's break that down. Just say, I don't know, and they have no sexual organs. I see that coming. I really see that coming. So you got the big eyes because you would need layers. So maybe they can see infrared, they can see more colors than we can see. And their skin is probably good for any kind of sunlight, any kind of, I don't know, space travel, whatever. And another thing would probably be once you are able to talk telepathically, you don't need a voice. If I'm able to just sit there and have a communication with you right now, what's the use of letting air vocals come out of my mouth? It's no use. That's retarded. If you letting air vocals out your mouth, but I can just sit there and be like, that's dope, right? So the sex organs will eventually go as humans, and you see it now because they said the plastic. I remember there was another lady on Joe Rogan. She said the plastic, the microplastic in our cells and in our food and everything is shrinking the penis size. That's sad, man. Damn. So anyway, eventually, not me, I'll be gone by that time. I'll be in the dirt somewhere. The male organs will slowly shrink. The female will slowly close up. I know that sounds crazy, but it's a possibility. Because as the invention to have babies outside of the womb, like, basically you can do everything outside of the womb, sex would dry up, literally dry up, like dry. Like no lubrication can make sex come back. It's like, I don't know, what was that show with Sylvester Stallone in it? Damn. He asked the chick, Sandra Bullock, they was about to have sex. And she was like, ew, we don't do, we do like mental sex. That's a form. I see that coming. So that's the thing. Could the grays be some form of, could it be a life form? Could it be some kind of synthetic life form? So wherever it came from, they are the real soft tissue life form. And the grays are just sent from the long journey. They can be in that craft for 100 years, 100,000 years, and with no effect to them. Another thing, please hit the notification bell, subscribe if you could. So that way, when I do come back on next week, even harder, you'll get a notification. This is to have quietness while I'm doing my first show is a beautiful thing, because the comments not coming in, so it's a beautiful thing. All right. I don't know who watching. I'm not even looking, but I just want to get this first one out, and I'm doing it, and I'm feeling myself. I got my little liquid courage right here. Got a couple like beer or something. All right. So let's get back to it. Now, I always had doubts of, not at the beginning. At the beginning, I was rah-rah. It was like, oh man. And I'm just in a car when I was young. I'm looking up, hoping to see a UFO. You know, I would just go in the backyard at night, just hoping to see something. Never seen nothing. Never seen nothing in my life. Never seen nothing even close to just questioning. And it's sad. Hopefully, I don't, you know, pass on without seeing something. But I'm having a little issue as I get older. Okay. I got a couple doubts. And my doubts are, why the F? If you are crossing dimensions or you crossing a vast space, why do you need lights? Please tell me. Why does a UFO need lights? Please tell me. I'm waiting. Now, that is the only issue that I have with UFOs. Well, I got one more, but that is the main thing. When somebody say, I seen lights, I don't want to listen no more. It's sad. I don't. Another thing. It's the shape of the UFOs. Kind of weird. Like some of the pictures, seriously, somebody threw a top of, a plate in the sky, something like that, or the top of some kind of pan, and just took a picture. Where's the cylinder shaped UFOs? And the last one, you see this right here? Most powerful camera right there. Most powerful camera. You see that? Why in the hell there's no good pictures? Where's the pictures at? Where is the evidence? Please tell me. So that's my thing. Lights. So you telling me they fly light years in space. They get here to Earth and they turn their lights on. So other craft can't hit them, or so they can be courteous to air traffic control. And if you can travel through space, how are you crashing? Like, if you can travel through space, how are you crashing? How are you getting shot down by military jets? Like, but anyway, that's my thing. Or let's sum it up to this can be all a simulation. Everything can be a big old computer game. Grand Theft Auto, Grand Theft. Great, Grand Theft Auto. Imagine playing Grand Theft Auto and you just playing. You were running over people. You know, people play Grand Theft Auto to like kill people. So you playing Grand Theft Auto, and then somebody walked past you. What's up, man? You like, okay, that's a part of the game. You still playing. La, 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 la. Then you see the same person. Hey, man, can I talk to you? Like, is that a part of the game? So you running, and you look back. He running from. Come here, man. Come here. And then you just say, what the fuck? And you stop. You be like, what's up? Hey, man, can you get me out of here? You like, get you out of where? I'm stuck in this game, man. I don't know how I got in here. I'm stuck in them. I can't get out. What would you do? If that happened to you, playing Grand Theft Auto, and one of the characters walk past you and say, please help me get out of this game, what would you do? You would cut that game off. I guaranteed. So imagine you got scientists just looking. Oh, I think we're in a simulation. Oh, I'm seeing pixels in the edge of the universe, and this and that, and that. All of a sudden, the creators just restart. But we'll talk about that some other time. So the basic thing is, the question is, and please, if you catch this, Well, more than likely, you're going to catch this on the rebroadcast. Leave a comment. Do you believe UFOs are real? Do you think it's a ploy to distract people? Or do you think the grand finale of UFOs is coming with the ultimate distract, the fake invasion? Or do you believe this is something that's really real, something that's really happening to everybody, and they actually seeing something? It's like the lotto of lottos to see a UFO. That's probably like what? I don't know. It's 8 billion people on this planet. So that's probably like 1 in 7 billion or 1 in a billion. So that's something you need to question yourself or ask yourself. Is it real or are you being duped? And that's basically what it is. But guys, thank you all. This has been fun. My goal was to do a half an hour. I did a 31 minutes. And hopefully as I progress and get better and figure out this whole system, I can come back even stronger. But it's been fun. Appreciate it. Like I said, if you're watching this on a rebroadcast, please hit the bell, subscribe. You know, if you like anything I say, give it a like. It'll be appreciated. And I'll be back here next week. All right. You will see the time clock saying when I'm going to come back. And it's going to be a dope show. I'm going to have some guests. We're going to have fun. We're going to drink. We might eat on camera. I don't know if I'm hungry or not. We might smoke a cigar or something. But anyway, you will hear this from me a lot. All right. So thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for checking me out. My first live. Come on. Come on. Come on. I did it. I did it. But on that note, get out of here.